China. A word that stirs the imagination, a place both ancient and ever-changing, mysterious and magnetic. The name conjures 1,000 images: majestic walls snaking over mountains, silent armies of terracotta soldiers, and cities that glow with neon dreams. It's a land where history and the future collide in every direction you look. We think we know it, through glossy postcards, headlines on the evening news, or the comfort of a takeout menu. But these are just fragments, shadows on the wall of a much larger story. The real China? It's found in its so-called sins. Not crimes but quirks, appetites, and glorious imperfections that make life here so vivid and unpredictable. These sins, the little rebellions, the everyday indulgences, reveal the soul of a nation, the heartbeat beneath the surface. This isn't a guidebook tour. It's about peeling back layers, about seeing what's strange to outsiders as simply another way of being human. It's about curiosity, about letting go of assumptions and stepping into the unknown. We're diving into contradictions, searching for truth between the official story and daily reality. Here, the ordinary and the extraordinary are never far apart. Here, beauty lives in chaos, logic in what seems like madness. The city's pulse is relentless, but within the noise, there's a rhythm that draws you in. The real stories pulse in appetites, ambitions, and wonderfully human failings. In every meal, every deal, every laugh, there's a story waiting to be told. In China, life is a full-contact sport. To understand it, you have to get in the game, get lost, get confused, get hungry, and let yourself be swept along by the current. Forget what you think you know. Open your senses, taste, smell, sound, and sight, and prepare to be overwhelmed, delighted, and sometimes even challenged. We'll explore China's sinful side, not to judge, but to celebrate. To see how joy and excess, laughter and longing are woven into the fabric of daily life, because in indulgence and excess, you find the heart of it all. The table is always full, the night always young, and the stories never ending. Buckle up. We're going beyond the tourist trail, into places where maps end and adventure begins, into back alleys, bustling markets, and quiet corners where real life unfolds, where every face has a story, and every street is a stage. This is a story about food, ambition, noise, and the chaotic dance of over 1 billion people. It's about the energy that fills the air, the dreams that fill the night. It's about a different kind of perfection, one found in the rich tapestry of human experience, in the laughter of families, and the resilience of generations. This is China, unscripted and unfiltered, a place where every moment is a discovery, and every day is a new beginning. And in its own way, it's a kind of paradise. A paradise not of perfection, but of possibility, of passion, and of life lived to the fullest. If gluttony is a sin, China is its grand cathedral. Food here is language, ritual, and obsession. Every region offers a new universe: fiery Sichuan, delicate Cantonese, endless variety. At a Chinese table, abundance is the rule. Dishes arrive in a glorious, chaotic wave. It's communal, a dance of chopsticks and shared plates, where generosity is measured by leftovers. Street food is a symphony: noodles at dawn, skewers at night, flavors cooked with passion. Food is woven into social life: business deals, family reunions, friends catching up. The common greeting? Have you eaten yet? A sign of care and community. This obsession isn't just about taste, it's about connection. Food is democracy, accessible to all. It's the foundation of happiness. If this is a sin, it's the most forgivable one. In China, to eat is to live fully. In the West, sloth is often seen as the enemy of productivity, a sign of laziness, something to be avoided at all costs. The relentless drive to stay busy, to always be doing, is celebrated as a virtue. But in China, the afternoon nap, known as Wu Jiao, is not just accepted, it's considered a form of wisdom, a tradition woven into the fabric of daily life. Around lunchtime, entire cities seem to pause. Office workers lay their heads on desks, shopkeepers close their eyes behind counters, and even construction workers find a patch of shade to rest. The world slows down, if only for a moment. This collective surrender to natural rhythms is so valued that it's even protected by law in some places, ensuring everyone has the right to rest. Companies and schools intentionally build nap time into the day, recognizing that a short rest can boost focus, spark creativity, and improve overall well-being. To outsiders, it can be jarring. The city's usual energy softens, the noise dims, and a rare hush settles over the streets and offices. But this midday pause is a vital pressure valve in a society known for its hard work and long hours. It's a moment to recharge, both physically and mentally. The nap isn't about avoiding work, it's about preparing for it. Afterward, people return to their tasks with renewed energy and sharper minds. It's a delicate balance, intense activity offset by intentional stillness. The cycle of work and rest is seen as essential, not indulgent. Here people work hard, but they also rest with intention, understanding that true productivity requires moments of pause. The art of the nap is about being smart, not lazy. It's a strategy for sustaining performance, not an excuse to slack off. In a world obsessed with non-stop productivity, this is a quiet rebellion, a gentle reminder that rest is not the opposite of work, but its partner. Maybe it's a lesson the rest of us could learn. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is simply close your eyes and let your mind reset. In China, sloth isn't a flaw, it's simply strategic, a mindful pause that fuels the next burst of effort. Let's talk about fakes, Shanzhai, the art of imitation. It began with knockoff electronics, but now it's a cultural phenomenon. Shanzhai isn't just copying, it's deconstruction, reinterpretation, sometimes even innovation. For many, it's about access, democratizing luxury and technology. Why should only the wealthy enjoy the latest gadgets? Shanzhai says, everyone can. Some copies are so good they improve on the original. It's a testament to speed, skill, and ingenuity. Of course, it's complicated. There are real economic consequences, but Shanzhai is also playful defiance, a challenge to the idea of authenticity. If a copy works as well as the original, what's the real value? It's pride, redefined. Looking for peace and quiet? Not here. China runs at full volume, a lust for noise, a craving for life's soundtrack, honking horns, clattering restaurants, parks alive with opera and dance music. This is Renau, hot and noisy. Renau means more than noise. It's life, community, energy. A quiet restaurant is failing. A silent street is lonely. To outsiders, it's overwhelming, but here, it's music in the madness. Even chaos has its logic. Cues are fluid, personal space is minimal, but it's not rude, it's reality. The crowd is the destination, not something to escape. This lust for chaos is deeply communal. Life is meant to be shared, performed, lived out loud. The noise is a reminder, you're part of something bigger. In China, the crowd is where life is most vivid, it's a beautiful human's in. Modern China is a dance between envy and pride. Western brands and English names once symbolized success and aspiration, but now, a new confidence is rising. Young people rediscover Hanfu, calligraphy, tea ceremonies, embracing their own heritage. East and West collide Hanfu at Starbucks, Parisian streets beside ancient towns. It's not contradiction but synthesis. China borrows what it admires, revives what it values. Envy was never self-loathing, it was ambition, a student learning from a master. Now the student becomes the master, blending ancient and modern. Pride is about cultural confidence, not just economic achievement. China is reclaiming its narrative, uniquely, unapologetically itself. Greed in China isn't selfish, it's collective ambition. It's parents striving for their children, a nation hungry for a better life. Students endure the Gaokao, workers sacrifice for family, all chasing a brighter future. This drive powers China's transformation: new cities, high-speed rail, a booming middle class. Wealth isn't just for show, it means security, mobility, hope. The dream is shared by millions. Of course, there are costs, pressure, inequality, environmental strain, but to call it greed misses the point. It's hope, belief in progress, a nation building its destiny. The sin is wanting more, not just for today but for tomorrow. It's the sound of a country racing toward its future. Enter a Chinese market and witness the wrath of the bargain hunter. Haggling here is theater, a battle of wits, a dance of price and pride. The vendor starts high, the customer feigns shock, and the drama unfolds. Counter-offers, walkaways, last-minute deals, each side convinced they've won. This isn't anger, it's a game, a ritual of respect. Accepting the first price is almost rude. It denies the pleasure of the deal. Bargaining is about cleverness, thrift, and connection. It's a skill passed down, a daily drama where everyone's a star. In a world of fixed prices, the market is alive with human interaction. The wrath is pure performance, a celebration of savvy and spirit. Here, commerce is connection, and every deal is a small victory. We've journeyed through China's so-called zins, Gluttony, sloth, pride, lust, envy, greed, and wrath. These words might sound harsh, but they're simply reflections of the vibrant, complex, and deeply human experiences that shape this country. But these aren't failings, they're what make China compelling and human. Every so-called flaw is a window into the soul of a nation that thrives on contradiction and connection. They're keys to understanding a culture too often seen through a narrow lens. When you look closer, you see a place where tradition and innovation live side by side, and where every street corner tells a new story. China is no monolith. It's a tapestry of contradictions, ancient and futuristic, chaotic and beautiful. The old temples stand in the shadows of glass towers, and the rhythm of daily life pulses with both history and hope. To travel here is to challenge your preconceptions, to learn new ways of living and thinking. Every moment is an invitation to step outside your comfort zone and embrace the unfamiliar. The real story isn't in headlines, it's in streets, markets, dinner tables, and laughter. It's in the warmth of a shared meal, the bustle of a market, and the quiet moments of connection between strangers. China gets under your skin, changes you, and opens your mind. It challenges you to see the world and yourself differently, leaving you with memories and friendships that last long after you leave. The journey is as much internal as external. As you move through landscapes and cities, you'll find yourself reflecting, growing, and discovering new parts of who you are. So be curious, be open. Come see for yourself what lies beyond the stereotypes and headlines. Eat something strange, get lost, bargain, nap. Find your own zins to explore. Let yourself be surprised by the unexpected joys and challenges that travel brings. The world is big and complicated, but we all share more than we think. In every smile, every shared meal, and every story, you'll find a piece of yourself reflected back. If you want to keep exploring, join us. There's a whole world out there waiting to be discovered and countless stories left to tell. The adventure never truly ends. There are always more stories to tell, more connections to make, and more ways to find grace in the grind.